Absolutely correct. As part of the struggle of human rights, in fact, the debate about the divine is about the human rights. There's no doubt about it. So agree. There's no way you would not agree to that one. Also the point that if you are so convinced you need to protect the planet, you must be convinced to protect people. Absolutely agreed. No contradiction, no disagreement on that. Absolutely agreed. And you will do everything to help people who are vulnerable, who need protection. Now, I think the colleague was speaking here, said he comes from Congo, am I right? DRC.
Yes.
Not so? Yes. I can tell you a story about the DRC. Some of us paid attention to the DRC when we were still very young in the early 60s, when Patrice Lumumba was killed as a prime minister, first prime minister to be killed in the continent. Very sympathetic to what happens in the DRC. And we played a part when Kabila the Senior led an attack against Maputo Sese Seko. You'll recall that our first president, Mandela, went with a ship to meet and actually influence the change there that was going to reduce the bloodbath. There's a story you can tell what happened thereafter. You know for a fact that thereafter there was another war wherein African countries fought on different sides. As a fact, who started the Congolese? Not started by South Africa, nor anybody else. Started by the Congolese themselves. When we have helped them, participated, and I can give you details, what kind of plans were put in place. Former President Thabo Mbeki was very much at the center of discussing what needed to be done. Congolese killed another Congolese as a problem and created a problem. We are trying to help, they create problems. And we've been together, my brother. South Africa has played a critical role in the elections and different elections, including this one that is passed. I think you should accept, if you blame others, accept the fact that you must blame Congolese themselves as well. Because if you don't do so, you're missing the point. As SADC, we have done everything against a very strong view by the Western countries that should postpone the elections. And we said the elections must happen. We put the resources as SADC. We're not there. The masses from, whether you call it South Africa or Tanzania or Angola, never came there. It was the Congolese on the eve of the elections who started violence. Is it not so? In Kinshasa. That's what happened. Not us. We were there to try to ensure that democracy is seen to be done. Right now, there is a delay of announcing because the fear is that Congolese are going to fight.
Against Rwanda.
I don't accept that Congolese then must blame everybody else and come to protest in South Africa. That's South Africa's responsibility. When in fact we are trying everything to help the Congolese, and we must blame saying. I disagree with that. I think it's wrong. Ours is to protect the Congolese. For the Congolese to be protected, they must accept the principle of democracy. That once there are elections, the winner must be respected, irrespective of who is the winner. The Congolese say we are friends to somebody in Congo. Absolutely wrong. If you are a president of the country, you interact with an elected president of another country. That does not create friendship. So don't mislead yourself and believe that some other people are responsible for your problems. Not at all. About this matter, and I'm talking here because you raised the matter here in front of the world, and you want to give an impression that South Africa is doing wrong things somewhere in Congo. Not at all. We sent ministers, ambassadors to go and help, and they're still there. Some of them are coming back today. What's going to happen? You know, we've sent soldiers there for a long time. Sacrifice soldiers to be under the UN because we want to see the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, being democratic in the true sense of the word. But the other matters that have been raised, and the president of COSATU raised a very important point, and I think correct from the trade union point of view, about how Qatar relates to the workers. Absolutely